Hi guys, if you're new here, my name is Sam and I make videos about makeup, chronic illness, and whatever I want. Today is a very important video, I think, and it is chronic illness cleaning tips. I already needed to relearn how to do basic chores when I got sick in 2007, but now that I have long illness, I need to relearn it again because now I have even different limitations than I did before. And I thought some people who either have long illness or something else could really benefit from just some things I've learned over the years to make chores easier and more manageable. I want to start this video by saying that if you can't clean often or in depth, that's okay. You're not gross or dirty. Our bodies are fighting an intense battle on a daily basis, and staying alive is a lot more important than a clean floor. Sometimes cleaning just has to go on the back burner so we can rest or take medications or doctor's appointments, something like that, and that's okay. There's sometimes where I have to go weeks between cleaning my shower because I can't even take a shower, let alone clean it. And I realize that isn't where a lot of us want to be. I really prefer to have a very clean living space, but that isn't always reasonable, and that's okay. I realize I've said that's okay a lot of times, but I really, really want to stress that you don't have to live up to normal standards to really take care of yourself. Having a spotless HGTV home isn't as important as taking care of you first. So today I'm going to discuss how I manage cleaning, how I've made it more accessible for my body, and I hope some of these tips are helpful. I'm first going to start with just some tips, and then I'm going to move on to some products that just make things a little easier for me. My first tip is nourish and hydrate your body. Make sure that you're well fed and well hydrated, because your body is going to be burning a lot of extra energy, even more than a normal person, because you're already running low and your body doesn't really know how to properly utilize energy when you have a chronic illness. It tends to use up a lot more because it's already fighting something as its main goal, and now you're sapping energy. So it is, in a sense, taking more of your energy than it would if you didn't have a chronic illness. So it's very important that we make sure that we're keeping ourselves hydrated and adding those calories into our body so we're not also running on E energy-wise from like a food standpoint. The second tip I have is pace yourself. In other videos, I have discussed pacing and why it's so important, but pacing is truly the most important part of surviving with a chronic illness. Prior to long illness, I knew my limitations by heart. I didn't really have to think much about them. I was able to just stay within my limits and avoid a crash in most instances. But unfortunately now, I have to learn a whole new set of limitations. So if you're new here and learning your limitations, I'm right along with you because I'm not quite sure what they are. Some of us might be used to being able to clean a whole house in a day. You know, you wake up and then you're done by dinner, and that's not really the reality anymore. So you really need to pace. My favorite way to pace is to track my heart rate, and you could do that with a Fitbit or a smartwatch. I recently got a smartwatch so I could track some other things such as water intake, and then I could also have easy access to timers, etc., because I really benefit from reminders for tasks. But another thing for pacing is time how long you're doing something. So maybe only do a few minutes at a time and set a timer so it tells you when to stop if you aren't used to stopping yourself. It's something I need to take advantage of now because I'm used to my old pacing and that's too much now. So I need to start setting a timer so I get used to a new pacing. The next thing is have a cleaning schedule. This doesn't need to be a rigid schedule because with chronic illnesses, we have to be quite flexible. We never know when we're going to have a flare, when the weather is going to make us feel like crap, or when we're going to accidentally overdo it. So I like to, I'm looking at my notes, because I have a horrific memory. So I like to write everything down that I need to do in a week, that I want to do in a day to make my life a little easier, reminders to take medications, etc. Having a schedule for the tasks that need done. Like for me, Friday, I try to do my laundry every Friday, and I have a little reminder in my phone that reminds me on my watch and my phone, like today is the day we do the laundry. And sometimes you don't feel well and it can't be Friday, but sometimes you do. So having a schedule that isn't set in stone can really, really benefit you, whether it's in a planner or just a calendar on your smart device, iPad, tablet, whatever. This next one is as important as pacing: rest. I'm telling you, rest is not an option. It is mandatory. You have to do it. And I'm not joking when I say that you need to rest more than you're cleaning. This is how we prevent a crash. It's how we avoid PEM. It's how we really keep our bodies from overexerting themselves, is resting more than we're cleaning or any other task you need to do. You need to be doing rest more often. Is this annoying? Absolutely. Is it necessary? Absolutely. Is it going to take a 10-minute task and turn it into a 60-minute task? Absolutely. But you need to do it for your own benefit. You need to. Your goal every moment of the day is to preserve as much energy and strength as you can to go into the next day. We don't want to be running on E all the time because it's going to progress our illnesses. We just can't do that. A great way to involve rest in a task is sitting while doing tasks. Like, rather than standing to scrub the shower, maybe you kneel, you sit to wash the dishes. Things of that nature can really, really help save some energy. I don't think until you get sick you realize that standing to wash the dishes and sitting to wash the dishes are two different energy fields. And just saving that little bit of energy from standing and moving to sitting is so helpful. This is something I learned to do after I got the illness, and it's so helpful, and I want to share it. I call it batch cleaning. You could call it section cleaning, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure I didn't invent this, but it was something that just clicked in my head one day, and it's super, super helpful. So we can't go around just cleaning a whole big section, a whole big room, things like that. That's just not doable. So what we're going to do is you're either going to take a countertop or your couch or something, and you're going to section it off. If you have baskets or bins, you can make one for each room: a living room, a utility room, a bedroom, a spare room, the basement, whatever. Each area of your house is going to have a different section or a different bin or something. And then what you're going to do, if you have a catch-all like we have, where everyone puts their stuff on like this kitchen island or an entryway table or something, you're going to go through that and put everything in its designated section or bin, and that's where you're going to stop for the time being. So if it belongs in the bathroom, it goes there. If it belongs in the basement, it goes in that designated bin. And then what we're going to do is we're either going to take all of those items or take your bin and place it in the designated room. Once your surface is clean, you take each bin and put it in its room, and then you stop. Again, that sounds wild, but you're going to stop. That's the only task you're going to do right now because we need to rest. So you're going to have designated places where you're dividing things, and then you're going to take those items or that basket and you're going to put it in its designated room, but we're not going to clean another room. We're just going to focus on the task that we started, which was cleaning up the clutter. And now everything is where it needs to be in the space, and we can come back to that a different day. So what I like to do is in each of my rooms, I have a little basket, a bin, or an area where I always put these things. So in this room, for example, I have a little koala basket that I got as a birthday gift, and I love it. It's so cute. And as you can see, it is full of stuff that I need to sort. But I'm not going to sort it the day I put it in here. I'm going to save that for a scheduled cleaning day or a day I feel like I have the energy to sort through the basket. The cleaning method of just dividing it up and moving it where it needs to go takes a lot of pressure off, and you feel so much better. It only took me about 5 minutes to sort everything and put everything in its designated position. And yes, I still do have to put it away when I get to that, but the counter is now clean, and that was the goal. Another tip from me is do little tasks when you can. I saw this TikTok once that was like, don't put it down, put it away. And I get that's easier said than done, and sometimes I do not have the energy to put it away, so it does just get put down. But if you feel well and you're having a good day, put it away, don't put it down. Wash a dish or put it right in the dishwasher, don't put it in the sink, because let's say you feel good today and you just set some stuff places and tomorrow you crashed. Well, now you have 2 days that things haven't been picked up, and now it's going to result in more tasks when you feel better. All of this B-roll was filmed after I had a really long crash, and I was lucky that I was already keeping up on it, so I didn't have too much I had to pick up when I started feeling better. But you have to think of future self a little bit, and you don't want to take too much energy or too many spoons away from yourself now, but you also don't want to take too many away from future you either. So if you feel well and it's you got a load of laundry, you don't have to wait till laundry day, just do it now. Even if it sits in the basket or the dryer, it's clean. So one task is already done. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be manageable and helpful to yourself. This last tip before I get into my helpful cleaning products is don't be afraid to ask for help. This is the thing I struggle with the most. Even to this moment, 14 years of being disabled, I struggle to ask for help because I don't want help. I want to be able to do it myself, but the reality is that I can't do everything myself. And the more I try to do alone, the worse it is in the long run. So really asking for help, people will be willing to help you. And they'll probably get frustrated when you don't ask. Like, why didn't you just ask me? I would have helped you. And it's our own ego and our own stubbornness of wanting to have our old abilities back, but how you keep the abilities you have now without progressing is truly asking for the help that you need. And getting help just really helps you save energy and strength, and it's super beneficial to you and the people who love you because they don't want to see you get worse either. Now, moving on to cleaning products that really help me. I want to pop in a quick disclaimer that if you're very sensitive to scents, some of these products will not work for you because they are scented, but I recommend, sensitive or not, that you do wear a mask when you're using cleaning products. Even if you don't have asthma, you shouldn't be inhaling these things. I always do. I also wear gloves so I don't dry up my hands. And let's jump into the products. The first product is the Scrubbing Bubbles Bathroom Cleaner Spray. I used to have the canned stuff, but this pump spray I prefer a lot more. We have hard water, and hard water mixing with soap creates like very stubborn soap scum, and I used to really scrub, but this makes it a lot easier. I barely have to put any effort in, which is great because I used to crash really hard after cleaning the shower because of how hard I'd have to scrub it. This one has a pretty strong, almost like citrusy scent, so definitely wear a mask, or if you're sensitive, just skip this one altogether, but it is helpful. The next one is CLR Bathroom. We have these glass doors in our shower that also hard water and soap make this is almost impossible to get off. This just kind of melts it off to where you can just wipe it. And again, saves me a ton of time. I try to keep up on both of these tasks so I don't have to use as much energy. But there are times where it has to go weeks where I don't clean the shower doors. That's just how it is. But the third item that really helps with that is the Scrub Daddy. I use these in various parts of the house, but I love it for the shower doors. It works great with that CLR and just takes everything right off. Now, if you want something that isn't scented, it doesn't smell amazing, but the scent does disappear, is water and white vinegar. This stuff is a disinfectant. You can use it on every surface. I heard it's great for glass and mirrors. I haven't tried it yet, but you just mix 2 parts water to 1 part vinegar, and you can just go to town. And after it dries, the smell is gone. So it is a lot less irritating if you're sensitive to fragrance. Next is Dawn Power Wash. I bought this not knowing how helpful it would be, but it has been incredibly helpful with both dishes and just cleaning. I really love it to clean my stovetop. I really love it to clean the stovetop. It makes everything super easy. Just spray it down, scrub it up, wipe it off. It's good to go. It really does cut through everything. And large dish items, it's easier to just spray it with this, like the air fryer, and then clean it because Dawn does need water to be activated, where this is already activated in the bottle. So if it's big and bulky and doesn't really fit in the sink well, it really, really works for that. The next, a good vacuum or stick vacuum. Even if you don't have carpet, I highly recommend these because sweeping takes forever and it takes a lot of energy, and this has saved me so many spoons, so many minutes of my life. It makes things so much easier. cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the furniture. It's truly paid for itself time and time again. And as someone with carpal tunnel and a lot less muscle than they used to have, it is really easy to use. This last cleaning product's a little bit of a trick. Let's say you don't want a mop, you don't have a mop. I don't like the Swiffer brand of like cleaning products because I think they're a scam. However, the Swiffer stick is very helpful. I attach a microfiber cloth to it and then I use whatever cleaner. You could use actual floor solution if you wanted, you know, like a floor cleaner. You could spray it, you could use water, you could use the microfiber cloth dry to dust, but this is so easy and it's so nice. I do have a proper mop, but I find that unless I'm doing a big space, I like to just use this little Swiffer and microfiber cloth combination because it's faster. I don't have to like wring it out. I just spray the floor down and then, you know, or you dip the rag, wring it, and then attach it rather than, you know, have to spin the mop. It's a whole thing. We're all about saving energy here. Okay, well that is all I have for you. If you have any cleaning hacks, please leave them down in the comments because I enjoy cleaning and I'm always looking for a way to make it easier on myself, but also help each other out. If you like videos like this, please let me know. I would love to just offer more tips. I've been sick for so long that sometimes I forget that people don't know how to be disabled or how to be chronically ill. So I want to help where I can, but I'm just so much on autopilot that I almost need people to tell me what they need to know or what they want to know. So please give me some video ideas and I would love to do them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I do make other content besides chronic illness if you're interested in that. And I will see you guys next time.